Hello friends, today I am going to share with you the index of the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023, sections 197 to 412. Chapter 14 Jurisdiction of the Criminal Courts in Inquiries and Trials. 197 Ordinary Place of Inquiry and Trial. 198 Place of Inquiry or Trial. 199 Offence Triable where act is done or consequence ensues. 200 Place of trial where act is an offence by reason of relation to other offence. 201 Place of trial in case of certain offences. 202 Offences committed by means of electronic communications, letters, etc. 203 Offence committed on journey or voyage. 204 Place of trial for offences triable together. 205 Part to order cases to be tried in different session divisions. 206 High Court to decide in case of doubt district where inquiry or trial shall take place. 207 Part to issue summons or warrant for offence committed beyond local jurisdiction. 208 Offence committed outside India. 209 Receipt of evidence relating to offences committed outside India. Chapter 15 Conditions requisite for initiation of proceedings. 210 Cognizance of offences by magistrate. 211 Transfer on application of accused. 212 Making over of cases to magistrates. 213 Cognizance of offences by court of session. 214 Additional session judges to try cases made over to them. 215 Prosecution for contempt of lawful authority of public servants for offences against public justice and for offences relating to documents given in evidence. 216 Procedure for witnesses in case of threatening etc. 217 Prosecution for offences against state and for criminal conspiracy to commit such offence. 218 Prosecution of judges and public servants. 219 Prosecution for offences against marriage. 220 Prosecution of offences under section 85 of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. 221 Cognizance of offence. 222 Prosecution for defamation. Chapter 16 Complaints to magistrates. 223 Examination of complainant. 224 Procedure by magistrate not competent to take cognizance of case. 225 Postponement of issue of process. 226 Dismissal of complaint. Chapter 17 Commencement of proceedings before magistrates. 227 Issue of process. 228 Magistrate may dispense with personal attendance of accused. 229 Special summons in cases of petty offence. 230 Supply to accused of copy of police report and other documents. 231 Supply of copies of statements and documents to accused in other cases triable by court of session. 232 Commitment of case to the court of session when offence is triable exclusively by it. 233 Procedure to be followed when there is a complaint case and police investigation in respect of the same offence. Chapter 18 The charge. 234 Contents of charge. 235 Particulars as to time, place and person. 236 When manner of committing offence must be stated. 237 Words in charge taken in sense of law under which offence is punishable. 238 Effect of errors. 239 Court may alter charge. 240 Recall witnesses when charge altered. 241 Separate charges for distinct offences. 242 Offences of same kind within year may be charged together. 243 Trial for more than one offence. 244 Where it is doubtful what offence has been committed. 245 When offence proved included in offence charged. 246 When persons may be charged jointly. 247 Withdrawal of remaining charges on conviction on one of several charges. Chapter 19 Trial before a court of session. 248 Trial to be conducted by public prosecutor. 249 Opening case for prosecution. 250 Discharge. 251 Framing of charge. 252 Conviction on plea of guilty. 253 Date of prosecution evidence. 254 Evidence for prosecution. 255 Acquittal. 256 Entering upon defence. 257 Arguments. 258 Judgment of acquittal or conviction. 259 Previous conviction. 260 Procedure in cases instituted under subsection 2 of section 222. Chapter 20 Trial of foreign cases by magistrates. 261 Compliance with section 230. 262 When accused shall be discharged. 263 Framing of charge. 264 Conviction on plea of guilty. 265 Evidence for prosecution. 266 Evidence for defence. 267 Evidence for prosecution. 268 When accused shall be discharged. 269 Procedure where accused is not discharged. 270 Evidence for defence. 271 Acquittal for conviction. 272 Absence of complainant. 273 Compensation for accusation without reasonable cause. Chapter 21 Trial of summon cases by magistrates. 274 Substance of accusation to be stated. 275 Conviction on plea of guilty. 276 Conviction on plea of guilty in absence of accused in petty cases. 277 Procedure when not convicted. 278 Acquittal or conviction. 279 Non-appearance or death of complainant. 280 Withdrawal of complaint. 281 power to stop proceeding in certain cases. 282 power of court to convert summon cases into warrant cases. Chapter 22 Summary Trials. 283 power to try summarily. 284 summary trial by magistrate of second class. 285 procedure for summary trials. 286 record in summary trials. 287 judgment in cases tried summarily. 288 language of record and judgment. Chapter 23 plea bargaining. 289 applications of chapter. 290 application for plea bargaining. 291 guidelines for mutually satisfactory disposition. 292 report of mutually satisfactory disposition to be submitted before court. 293 disposal of case. 294 judgment of court. 295 finality of judgment. 296 power of court in plea bargaining. 297 period of detention undergone by accused to be set off against sentence of imprisonment. 298 savings. 299 statements of accused not to be used. 300 non-application of chapter 24 attendance of persons confined or detained in prisons. 301 definitions. 302 power to require attendance of prisoners. 303 power of state government or central government to exclude certain persons from operation of section 302. 304 officer in charge of prison to abstain from carrying out order in certain contingencies. 305 prisoner to be brought to court in custody. 306 power to issue commission for examination of witness in prison. Chapter 25 Evidence in inquiries and trials. 307 language of courts. 308 evidence to be taken in presence of accused. 309 record in summon cases and inquiries. 310 record in warrant cases. 311 record in trial before court of session. 312 language of record of evidence. 313 procedure in regard to such evidence when completed. 314 interpretation of evidence to accused or his advocate. 315 remarks respecting demeanor of witness. 316 record of examination of accused. 317 interpreter to be bound to interpret truthfully. 318 record in high court. 319 when attendance of witness may be dispensed with and commission issued. 320 commission to whom to be issued. 321 execution of commissions. 322 parties may examine witnesses. 323 return of commission. 324 adjournment of proceeding. 325 execution of foreign commissions. 326 disposition of medical witness. 327 identification report of magistrate. 328 evidence of officers of mint. 329 reports of certain government scientific experts. 330 no formal proof of certain documents. 331 affidavit in proof of conduct of public servants. 332 evidence of formal character on affidavit. 333 authorities before whom affidavits may be sworn. 334 previous conviction or acquittal how proved. 335 record of evidence in absence of accused. 336 evidence of public servants, experts, police officers in certain cases. Chapter 26 General provisions as to inquiries and trials. 337 person once convicted or acquitted not to be tried for the same offence. 338 appearance by public prosecutors. 339 permission to conduct prosecution. 340 right of person against whom proceedings are instituted to be defended. 341 legal aid to accused at state expense in certain cases. 342 procedure when corporation or registered society is an accused. 343 tender of pardon to accomplice. 344 power to direct tender of pardon. 345 trial of person not complying with the conditions of pardon. 346 power to postpone or adjourn proceedings. 347 local inspection. 348 power to summon material witness or examine person present. 349 power of magistrate to order person to give specimen signatures or handwriting etc. 350 expenses of complainants and witnesses. 351 power to examine accused. 352 oral arguments and memorandum of arguments. 353 accused person to be competent witness. 354 no influence to be used to induce disclosure. 355 provision for inquiries and trial being held in absence of accused in certain cases. 356 inquiry, trial or judgment in absentia of proclaimed offender. 357 procedure where accused does not understand proceedings. 358 power to proceed against other persons appearing to be guilty of offence. 359 compounding of offences. 360 withdrawal from prosecution. 361 procedure in cases which magistrate cannot dispose of. 362 procedure when after commencement of inquiry or trial magistrate finds case should be committed. 363 trial of persons previously convicted of offences against coinage, stamp law or property. 364 Procedure when magistrate cannot pass sentence sufficiently severe. 365 Conviction or commitment on evidence partly recorded by one magistrate and partly by another. 366 Court to be open. Chapter 27 Provisions as to accused persons of unsound mind. 367 Procedure in case of accused being person of unsound mind. 368 Procedure in case of person of unsound mind tried before court. 369 Release of person of unsound mind pending investigation or trial. 370 Resumption of inquiry or trial. 371 Procedure on accused appearing before magistrate or court. 372 When accused appears to have been of sound mind. 373 Judgment of acquittal on ground of unsoundness of mind. 374 Person acquitted on ground of unsoundness of mind to be detained in safe custody. 375 Power of state government to empower officer in charge to discharge. 376 Procedure where prisoner of unsound mind is reported capable of making his defense. 377 Procedure where person of unsound mind detained is declared fit to be released. 378 Delivery of person of unsound mind to care of relative or friend. Chapter 28 Provision as to offences affecting the administration of justice. 379 Procedure in cases mentioned in section 215. 380 Appeal. 381 Power to order costs. 382 Procedure of magistrate taking cognizance. 383 Summary procedure for trial for giving false evidence. 384 Procedure in certain cases of contempt. 385 Procedure where court considers that case should not be dealt with under section 384. 386 When registrar or sub-registrar to be deemed a civil court. 387 Discharge of offender on submission of apology. 388 Imprisonment or committal of person refusing to answer or produce document. 389 Summary procedure for punishment for non-attendance by a witness in obedience to summons. 390 Appeals from convictions under sections 383, 384, 388 and 389. 391 Certain judges and magistrates not to try offences when committed before themselves. Chapter 29 The Judgment. 392 Judgment. 393 Language and contents of judgment. 394 Order for notifying address of previously convicted offender. 395 Order to pay compensation. 396 Victim compensation scheme. 397 Treatment of victims. 398 Witness protection scheme. 399 Compensation to persons groundlessly arrested. 400 Order to pay cost in non-cognizable cases. 401 Order to release on probation of good conduct or after admonition. 402 Special reasons to be recorded in certain cases. 403 Court not to alter judgment. 404 Copy of judgment to be given to accused and other persons. 405 Judgment when to be translated. 406 Court of Session to send copy of finding and sentence to district magistrate. Chapter 30 Submission of death sentences for confirmation. 407 Sentence of death to be submitted by Court of Session for confirmation. 408 Power to direct further inquiry to be made or additional evidence to be taken. 409 Power of High Court to confirm sentence or annul conviction. 410 Confirmation or new sentence to be signed by two judges. 411 Procedure in case of difference of opinion. 412 Procedure in cases submitted to High Court for confirmation. So friends, this is all about the index of the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023. Sections 197, 412. For the videos on the next sections, please continue to part 3. Thank you for watching my channel and please subscribe for watching more videos.